the afternoon session. Judd Trump against Ishpreet Singh Chadha. Neil folds alongside me. It's one of those matches, Neil, maybe a couple of months ago, Trump would be a massive favourite, but we know how well Chadha can play. Beat Mark Selby, of course, at the English Open.
Played well at the English, didn't he, Judd's opponent? So that's something to work on. It's his second season as a professional, and you saw glimpses of what he could do last season. And more than a few glimpses this season with that terrific run in Brentwood. Of course, this is an extremely tough match for him. Got a shot at the black, but not to pot it. Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't, in the best of 7, suggest that Judd is any sort of a certainty to win. There are matches sometimes that are a little lopsided like that, but the way that the tournament has changed in its configuration now, that there are a couple of qualifying matches, there are fewer of those sort of one-sided first rounders that you might see. And this, I don't think, is one-sided necessarily.
Well, it's a special tournament for Trump. He came here in 2018. He'd won tournaments, but he was a rather sporadic winner. He'd won 8 ranking events to that point. 6 years on, he's won 29. So that was the start, really, of his great run of being a regular winner. We heard in the interview with Alan that he likes the venue, the crowd get involved. There was a lot of people here at 10 o'clock this morning for the first session. All points to what could be another successful week for him. First year, actually, he withdrew. He didn't play the first year, Trump. Second year, lost to Stuart Carrington round 1. He'd been travelling a lot on the sort of best of spirits. But since then, in this tournament, he's been the man, hasn't he? 4 wins.
No, it's not the end of the world, that cue ball going in off. Yeah, that match with Stuart Carrington, which Judd played, as we see a replay of this in off here, which, as I say, wasn't a terrible outcome. You know, let's be honest, Judd didn't cover himself in glory that day. Maybe in some ways it helped him because he conceded the last frame with a number of reds left. He thrashed his cue at the balls. Seems an awfully long time ago in somebody's career, because, as you heard, he's won this event multiple times. 4 times, 3 in Belfast, of course, once in between that. One of those finals against Ronnie O'Sullivan was during lockdowns. It was in Milton Keynes, where everything was, but he's great record here at the waterfront, including last season. He seems to be quite good at winning best of 7 frame matches. And we do say they're quite short format, and they undoubtedly are, but it doesn't often affect Trump.
Yeah, it's a curious thing about this event. It's only ever been won by left-handers.
11.
So 8 stagings, all left-handed winners. 4 of them have been called Mark, and of course the other 4 will be called Judd.
12.
Yeah, I must admit, I was looking through all the left-handed players in the draw, thinking the same, as if it might be another one, a Jack Lazowski or somebody of that nature, Barry Hawkins, but I guess stats are there to be broken. There's no guarantee it'll be another lefty, but this man is, as usual, going to take all the beating. Great atmosphere of the weekend here. I mean, as you say, it was good earlier today, but when it comes to the finals, again, the semis and the final, the Belfast crowd really do warm to the players. Yes, they've got their favourites, but they just love snooker.
Meanwhile, Trump just looking to put his stamp on this match from the off. If you're the underdog, you're obviously hoping to catch the top player on an off day, but if you can win the frame in one visit, the first frame, you're telling them, well, it's not going to be an off day.
Yes, that's not the cannon he was looking for, but the good news is he's still got a red to left
27.
middle. He would have played to miss that red and try and finish behind it to the right corner. The reason, as Dave said, they walked out because the match was still going. That was on
28.
lines against Josh Cooper. That's now concluded. Lines has won. So there's not a huge delay to the table. You can see on the far left.
That was actually from the qualifying. Ollie was in the semis of the British Open and there was an overlap. So he's actually got to play Ricky Walden tomorrow to sort of catch up and get into this round, which is the last 64. Ishpreet Singh Chad has come through 2 qualifiers himself. He's beaten Florian Nursler and Ashley Carty, but already watching on here as Trump does his stuff.
Referee Alex Crusan, I don't think the pink ball will spot, so he's putting it in the little gap below its spot. It's the only place it will go down the line of the spots down the centre of the table.
Thank you.
It's a pretty
34.
efficient job done by Alex there. He looks
35.
to be queuing okay. I mean, just occasionally recently the odd match he's thrown in not a brilliant performance. Sometimes still won matches, but in half a frame it's so far so good. Bit unlucky that the break has come to an end there.
42.
Quite hard to generate a lot of pace from that shot to get into the bunch and really open them.
Well, the only good news is a red has gone safe on the cushion. So he's 45 in front.
Chatterkamp, 42.
Yeah, it was great to see such a big crowd here this morning. Of course, Jordan Brown was on from Antrim. Unfortunately, he didn't get through, but he had a lot of support. Yeah, it was a good game. Robert Milkins beat him 4-2. Of course, Mark Allen is due up tomorrow.
Now, what's he found here? He's looking at some kind of a plant to the left corner, I think. Certainly looking at getting the cue ball to safety either way. I think he hoped that it would just squeeze off the third red, but it didn't touch the other ball. Well, it wasn't really a natural shot to nothing from Trump playing that red. Half a chance, this. Yeah, it's not simple because of cueing from the side cushion and rolling it in.
Trump was outplayed, wasn't he, by Sejal Wu, and I think you can accept that when someone plays that well. In general, he's had a very successful campaign.